Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to the Action Indoor Centre in Birmingham. We've got some indoor cricket for you here with the Warriors playing the Lions in the men's category. So, repeat of the under-17 game that just been played, but obviously you'll see now a little bit more intensity and a little bit more noise, and hopefully a good game as well. So we've got Nav coming into bowl. He's a very strong all-rounder. Opens the bowling with good heat. He's bowling at Anish Patel and Mitch Bradley. Strong pair for the Warriors, who scored pretty well earlier in the previous game. Let's hope they can get off to another good start here. Nav comes in. Lovely from Anish. Very controlled, down and up two. Mitch starting back again after not playing for a couple of years. See how he gets on. That's a beautiful shot. Down and up. Fielded by young Aaron Brown. He's a 15 or 14-year-old player from the under-17s who's been asked to step up and play in this game to join the Lions men's team. There are a couple of players down today. Nice to see the young lads getting a go, though, at the biggest stage. Yeah, nice down and up by Anish there. So no ball plus the 2, 4 scored, and a really good first over for the Warriors. They'll be really happy with 11. 8 for Anish, 3 for Mitch. Yeah, they'll be over the moon with 11. Looks like it's going to be Ollie to bowl the second over. Usually bowls with good away swing. Anish will be on strike. If I was Aaron, I'd be giving Anish a few words as soon as he coaches him for his indoor batting. Comes round the wicket, and it's a wide first ball. That's not the ideal start. Nice and solid from Anish. Gets his feet across nicely, allows him to play with a straight bat, and he gets it down and up. Needs to pitch it up a little bit early, hopefully get it swinging. And that's out. Down and up, but not really gone anywhere, just straight down. Invites Brotherhood onto the field in, he palms it back onto the stumps really cleanly. And I think the Lions needed that, to be honest. They conceded quite a few runs in the first over and a half, and they needed the wicket. Ollie pitching up a little bit more, just brought a little bit more doubt for Mitch. That's a lovely shot. Well fielded by Nav. He made sure that Anish had to run. Really athletic fielding. So Mitch, who plays for the Cobras, just moved to Denby outside, I believe, in the Derby Prem. Very strong opening batter. Hit that very hard and square, and gets in with a little bit of time. They obviously made it look like a run out, but World Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft hasn't made many mistakes, and when we've checked them on the live stream, he's got most of them right. So, well, all of them right. So Ollie here going to finish his over off. Anish will want a down and up 2. It's unlikely that he plays for the bat net. Takes the wide. Nice loud call. Not happy there, Ollie. Do like to see a bit of passion, but just looking at the other court, Hurricanes are on 2 after 3 overs and 4 balls. So Roy bowling some off spin here. He's a really good seam bowler, but I think he's struggling with a couple of injuries, a couple of little knocks. So he's decided to go down the route of bowling some spin, just to manage his workloads. Mitch gets it down and up for 1. Nice call from Anish, something we have highlighted a couple of times about the junior games. They don't particularly call well, but men's games you can see that's a lot stronger. I'd imagine that Sharky, the coach, will be quite happy so far. It's another nice shot for 2. Anish just showing his class and consistency, and getting those down and ups away. I've lost where that's gone. It's just the one, it's hit someone. So after this one, I think there'll be more people who want one. Obviously, that's fine. Has anyone said? So far, we don't have one game to have a match like after this, I mean. This one will be an hour. As long as there's like somebody after the film. Unless anybody like specifically says anything, but we'll put it away. We'll try and get a bit in stuff in case next time. Anish upset there. He's got it down and up, but only for 1. 26 is a good score though. Attar bowling here. He's a good all-round player. Bowls cross seam. Mitch gets the ball down and up, but Ollie attacks it nicely and gets the throw away. Created the chance, but not given out. Down up for 1 again. Just perhaps playing a little bit too late here. Again, consistent from Anish, down and up 2. Most of his deliveries will go down and up for 2, and that's why he scores on 30. 2 balls left. I think the Warriors will be happy with not losing a wicket. And Mitch's athleticism gets him through there for the 1. So 1 ball left. Anish will either go down and up 2, or it'll be a dot, I would imagine. Yeah, down and up, doesn't go for 2. It's fielded before it hits the net, but a really solid start there. 32 again, Anish with 21, Mitch with 11. Even though Mitch has only got 11 there, he's really added a nice solid contribution, and that obviously helps the team. So the Lions with a little bit of work to do. 32 is an above par score. We've seen sort of 20 to 25 has been about par today. So an above par score. And they've got to bring it back a little bit here in this second pair. Akbar and Mikey Gallia here. It's Akbar Ahmed and Mikey Gallia. Saw Matty play earlier, which is Mike's younger brother. Now let's see how the older brother goes. So Tom Brotherhood into bowl to Akbar. Just off the outside edge from Brotherhood, uses the angle really nicely, Tom. Just needs to make sure he doesn't bowl too quickly. Hello, mate. coming on. That's a nice shot and misfielded into the 2 net. Ollie Green going right-handed to a ball on his left-hand side, and obviously with his stronger hand usually, but just a little misfeed, a missed fumble, sorry. I think Lions really need a wicket there, just to put a little bit of pressure on this pair. That's a really solid shot from Mike. Used his feet nicely, got across, straight back. Tom just struggling with his side a little bit. Holding the ball seam up, trying to go across the left-hander, but Akbar matches it nicely, gets across and plays straight. How are the Lions going to create a wicket here? They're not really building pressure. Not many dots. Fielding looks a bit rash and a bit wild at this point. An untamed Lion, you could say. Tom Brotherhood again, front foot no ball, I think. Nice bit of fielding on this occasion from Roy. Not spotted by Matt Wheatcroft, but I've got a much better angle. That over goes for 9. Definitely a happy over for the batsman there. So it looks like it's going to be Aaron to bowl. He's got a bit of X factor about him when he wants to let go. Just needs to ensure he's consistent with his action and really can build some pressure with a few dots here. That's what the Lions need right now. Just need a couple of dots. Aaron comes in, full toss, but again, misfield. There's a lot of frustration on the court right now. Ollie and the batsman Akbar. It's a bit full from Aaron, but creates a chance. Mike's in though. He's just got to hit a good length here. Hopefully he can get a little bit of movement away from the left-hander. And slid down the leg side, unfortunately. That's well bowled. He's not giving the batsman any freedom. He gets it down and up. He's frustrated, but he's got the 1. That's the key part when you get a chance to run and you can sneak an extra run in rather than let the dots build up. It's just a bit of intent in the running. Again, good feet from Mike, which has led to him being able to play with a straight bat, and he's got that down and up. They need a wicket here, the Lions. They're just sliding out of the game a little bit. 49 with quite a lot of time left. Another wide. Akbar 11, Mike 8. Aaron 10 runs off his over. Bowling wides and no balls is a cardinal sin of indoor. It just gives away runs and ensures the batsmen don't have to take any risks. We'll be joined by Nat Whitten here. He loves a bit of commentary, does Nat? Shot by Mike, but it's given Nav a chance. He's not hit. Aaron tidies up. It's Gary Poulton coming on to bowl. So, Nat, you've played 2 games now. How did the second one go?
Second one we ended up losing by about 6 or 7. Disappointed in the field, but we rebuild. Yeah.
What went wrong?
I think towards the middle overs, I think we just sort of slacked off. We got them on a good skin. We got them on 5. I mean, at one point we had them on in the minuses, two wickets in a row from Alex Ward. Good turn of that ball. But yeah, slacked off towards the end.
Yeah, it's a hard one to get the intensity right for all three, isn't it? All the games in the day as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Lions definitely here just look like they're suffering with that a little bit as well. They've not got the normal energy. We've not seen a big bump celebration yet. The Warriors have batted nicely, but the Lions just look like a little bit of threat.
Definitely, yeah. They just need that extra little spark to them. Maybe a couple wickets in and over, just getting back up going.
Yeah, that bit of spark's massive, isn't it? It either comes from the field or it has to come from the bowler.
Definitely, it just takes that one individual to make a good catch or bowl an absolute corker of a ball.
Yeah. As it stands, the Warriors move on to 30 for the pair.
Yeah, and 62 overall.
That's huge, isn't it? To say they haven't even finished the second skin yet.
Still got an over left, run for a big score here.
Yeah, I'd like to think the players don't suffer with loads of fatigue after just one game in the day so far, but it does look a little tired so far from the Lions.
Definitely, I feel like that first game against the Vipers has took a lot out of them. Still got one game left in the day, but hopefully they've got the energy to carry on.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit of mental fatigue as well. They struggling with a few leaders not being here as well, so that's always a big thing for a team. When your leaders aren't here, you've got to have other people step up, and hopefully we see that.
Definitely, yeah. Interesting choice to have Aaron Brown at tops, being quite a young member of the squad, but
it's an important position.
It is. It looks like he's done well so far. Beautiful up down there.
Yeah, I've not seen a lot of Akbar play actually, which is for such a Badger. It's quite unusual for me not to know someone, but he's done well.
Lovely. Just the one there, actually, yeah.
Good from Mikey again as well. So, 4 balls left for the pair. The way they've been scoring so freely, I'd think they'll be targeting 40.
Definitely, yeah.
Can Mubbs pull it back with a wicket?
Massive shot.
An amazing catch.
Massive catch from Aaron Brown.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
From the youngster there, one-handed on the back, going back on his right hand.
It's just caught the 3 net, which is why it can be out. You can't be out caught off the back net, but you can be out caught off the back net if it hits the side net first. So, absolutely fantastic one-handed catch. That might be the spark that'll get the Lions going.
Hopefully, yeah. He's absolutely buzzing after that, looking at him. He's just trying to contain himself, but...
Yeah, Mubbs liked it. Another chance. Ooh.
Good, nice low grab there from him as well, being at tops. It's very vital to keep your centre of gravity nice and low, because you never know where the ball's going to end up when it's sitting chucked in from the fielders. It's very nice from him there.
Another wicket for Mubbs here. He's hoping. It's beautifully played.
Down.
Beautifully played. It's very frustrated man, this Akbar. He's played a lot of nice shots and then been upset with himself.
Definitely wearing.
Score at 32 for the pair with 1 ball left. I'd be happy with this, would you?
As a pair, definitely, yeah. Setting up for the rest of the games. But
yeah,
no, not satisfied. He wants to.
That's a really good over from Mubbs. When you consider the way the game's going, to only go for 2 off the over, really, really strong.
Yeah, it's trying to just slow that run rate down a bit, trying to get a bit more of their team in it. Try and raise it a bit more. Some senior members in this huddle now trying to get them back going in the talk.
So we're joined here, we've got a couple of the young lads sat with us, joined here by Louis. Louis, you played first men's Super League game earlier. How did you feel it went?
I thought it was a good experience, Kieran. Personally, I don't think I played to my best ability. I thought my batting wasn't great, however, in the field.
What was it about the batting? Was it the pressure of the fielders? Was it the bowling skill?
I think in the end it was sort of the pressure of the high intensity and what's his name? Jaden
Bartosz Short.
Yeah, he got me out. I think 2 or 3 times on an over, which I couldn't really do much about him.
Left arm wrist spinner, isn't he? Which is quite unusual.
He switched it up quite a lot. Bowled of pace and spin, and it was hard to handle.
Fair play. What about fielding? How did you feel the fielding went?
I thought our fielding performance was very good, considering we only got 60 odd. We only lost by about 1 run in the end. Yeah, it was a good team performance and quite enjoyed the intensity of it.
And how was your bowling? Did you go well?
I think I bowled well. I think I went for 11 off the 2 overs without any wickets. Probably better than I thought I'd do. Yeah.
Fair play. I thought you bowled well. Okay, so we've got TB into bowl here. Sliding a few out the front of the hand or the leg. Oh, Mubs missed the leg side chance. TB slides out the front of his hand for an in-swinger. He's got a leg cutter as well. He's an accurate bowler. He bowled pretty well in the England series. Did you manage to catch any of that on the live stream? Or?
Yeah, I watched him. He played pretty well. He's also a very good role model. He helped me a lot in the field, gave me lots of positive talk, and also helped our under-17s team as well. So
yeah, it was nice to see. That was where I was leading this. Was he? As a question, what was he like as a coach then? I'm a personal friend of Tom's, but I don't think I'd have paid too much attention to him. But he was good.
Yeah, he was very supportive of everyone. Just told everyone to do the basics really, and to be honest, that's what we did. And yeah, he was just very helpful.
So far the Lions at 17s, we will get out to the men's game, but it's more interesting to talk about the junior games. They struggled a little bit so far. What are you going to do to turn it around?
Yeah, our form has been pretty poor. We've lost all 5 games we've played across both of the...
You've been in every game though, haven't you? That's the frustrating thing.
Yeah, it's annoying. We could have won the last game of the first round in my opinion, if there wasn't as much dodgy umpiring, but... but it happens. Yeah, we've been in games, but we just can't quite get over the line.
Yeah, I thought the last game you were in there as well, so just a few little bits to work on, isn't there? What would
you say has stood out for you in the 17s?
So the difference between the teams so far, I think at 17s, is how tight-knit 2 of them are, and then the other 2 are struggling a little bit with keeping a consistent atmosphere or consistent game. The Warriors are starting to build that. They've played pretty well in the games I've seen today so far. But they've got a pretty strong bowling attack. The other thing is there's just a lot of wickets lost that don't need to be lost. You're better players than what you're showing in some respects. So, but that will come. Roy back into bowl, just going back to this game. Bowler Dan Green, Ollie's I assume older brother. I always guessed older brother, but I don't actually know for a fact. Have you played much with Roy or against Roy?
A little bit, not too much. Played against him in a couple of different competitions. Good bowler, good batsman.
Usually bowls seam up, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But to be fair, he bowled well in that first game that I played in. He bowled spin, got a few wickets, I think. He bowled well.
And at the crease is Lee Evans there. He's played lovely down up there. He's a consistent player. He played for Jamia for a long time. Very good fielder and a good batter. He hoped to build a big score here with Dan.
They have a pretty good score at the moment. They just look to build up on it, I think.
There it is, chance missed.
I reckon over 100 could be on the cards for the Warriors.
Yeah, over 100's a big score, isn't it, indoor?
Hard to chase, especially with all the intensity in the...
Yeah, it depends what the Warriors will bring in the field. But, they've got to carry Anish, so...
Yeah.
It's an interesting bit of discussion between Dan and Roy there, following their over. Sharky just having a word with Lee. I always wonder, obviously I'm usually on the other side of the net, but I always wonder, like, when you're batting, how much of what the coach actually says is sticking? Especially for you, Badge.
For me, I find what they say is very important, because obviously they have a different view of the game. And
is there many times where they say something and you're like, oh yeah, I didn't realise? Like, how often do they give you something that,
to be honest,
you already know?
Yeah, it's usually the basics of try and hit the sidewalls rather than nothing silly down the ground. But well bowled.
Yeah, that's Aaron into bowl. He's took a cracking catch earlier.
Yeah, saw that one-handed.
Yeah, hopefully the confidence of that can feed into his bowling here.
Batted well in the under-17s games as well.
Yeah, he's lining it up, seam up. Nice and full, but it's swinging away and it's going to be a wide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
as
think
a
that's-
coach, what I'm trying to get at is I think there's so many times where I just say something that you already know, and I think to myself, I didn't need to say that. It was a bit
To
of
be
a,
honest, I've done that a couple of times when, as a captain for the 17s, when maybe the less experienced batsmen together, and I've probably told them just things they already knew or just obvious stuff.
yeah, it's interesting debate as a coach. How do you get good communication?
Yeah.
And, missed out on a run there where they.
I'd say another difference that I've seen between both men's and on the 17s is the amount of extras is huge. For us in the Lions, we've lost a couple of games based on the amount of extras we've
Yeah,
given away.
Obviously, you know that I'm a
yeah.
massive Badger as well, and
Yeah, of course,
I had
yeah.
a little look, a bit
you
of a
love it,
nosy
yeah.
look. Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I had a little nosy look at the end of the last round, and the Lions were the highest conceding extras.
Yeah,
team.
I had a feeling that would be the case as well.
It wasn't close either.
No, I'm
sorry
not
to say.
surprised. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I had a look after the first game, and there was something over 20 extras given away, and we
must
only
be-
lost by about 10 runs as well. So
It
that's
must
a
be
difference.
disappointing. Beautiful shot
Nice
over his
shot.
brother. Nice flick though by Aaron. It must be disappointing knowing the bowlers you've got are good enough to take wickets, to create pressure, but then just lack of discipline, lack of consistency, allowing those wides to come
Yeah.
into play.
So
Wides and
what do you think the Lions will be saying at the moment in that little huddle?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with how this pair's gone as opposed to the previous ones. I would think that they're going to be looking for a run out here.
Yeah.
Someone's got to get a run
They need
out.
they need
to,
a couple of wickets to stay in it.
Yeah, they need to change something. They need to.
Otherwise, it might just get away from them in the last. Is it the last? Yeah, the last
Yeah,
skin. Oh, the last pair.
I'm not sure who's set to bat in the last one, but there's they need something. They need a wicket here, and then maybe if they can get a nice low skin in the next one, that'll one scored for Dan. They'll be able to keep the score under 100, and then you're in the game. At under 100, you are in the game. It's not an easy ask, but you are in the game.
If you bat sensibly and with discipline, 25 a pair, and you can chase it.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? 25 a pair is doesn't sound that much,
No.
but actually, it can get quite big. Oh, another misfield by Ollie. This is not a good game for Ollie to be on the stream. He's, yeah, I know he's got 5 jobs to do today, but he's not doing his fielding job particularly well.
He'll be upset with himself because he's a good fielder.
He's got really high standards.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Nice dine up.
Yeah, no chance. Lee was quickly in. The speed of the running is a big thing, but for me,
Yeah.
the calling is just wildly better.
Yeah, a lot
17s are
different.
terrible at it.
Yeah. Seems
you've-
quite easy for the Warriors at the moment.
If you've got any ideas as to why or how to get your calling better, I'll be happy to listen as a coach.
Sorry, say
Shot
that
Wiley.
again.
If as a player, if you've got any ideas on how I can help improve your lot's calling, I'd be happy to listen and take it on board.
I think it's just down to practice and getting used
Making
to
a few mistakes.
Yeah. Because
There's a lot to be said to that, to be fair. That's a nice ball by Gary.
yeah, very nice.
Big Gary Poulton. So who's coming in now? We've got Blake, by the looks of it. He's a strong player. Just have a look down the line. Glad you're not giving this mic up anymore. You're brought in for a quick chat.
I love it.
Loves it. Shaft, so an experienced pair coming in now.
They'll
Blake
be looking
and
to take the
Shaft.
team over 110, I'd say.
Yeah, they'll want 20 minimum, won't they?
Yeah. Nav Patel to bowl, I think.
Yeah, we've seen much of Nav Bowl.
Yeah. I played a very good bowler, very skillful.
Faced him.
No. No, I think I played with him a couple of times, and yeah, he just creates lots of chances. Good pace as well.
Yeah, he's got a yard, hasn't he? I think he's very skillful. What I like about him, and something maybe the 17s can take, is he's got a very consistent routine from the second he knows that he's going to bowl all the way through to the end of his over.
Yeah.
It's very, very consistent.
Something else he
Very
does as well, he takes his time between balls, which allows him to think about what he wants to bowl.
Yeah.
And I kept saying it in the under-17s that we just kept rushing everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we bowled so many extras.
Yeah, possibly. If you want consistency at the... Oh, that's a drop catch.
Oh, unlucky.
Unlucky from Tom. Sort of flew off the inside edge, didn't it?
Yeah.
If you want consistency at the batter's end as a bowler, you have to have some consistency at the bowling end, and Nav definitely has that. Quite fancy watching him bowl outdoor, to be fair. He looks pretty handy, doesn't he?
Oh, unlucky. Good dive.
Yeah, very good dive by Blake. Showing the big man can dive.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of the dive?
To be honest, I don't really pull it out that often.
Not got it or don't want to?
I don't think I have it. No, I haven't really practiced it. Probably should, because it's definitely important to the indoor game.
Yep, I agree.
Oh,
I just wondered if that bit of traffic was there. If there's a bit of traffic there, or if that was a bit of Blake just dropping a shoulder in. I'd like to see that on the replay. Does love a bit of contact, does Blake?
yeah.
So let's see what Nav's got here.
Cramps him up.
Yeah, he's induced a false shot there, hasn't he? Swinging back in. So I've asked a few people here. I think I'll know the answer given what team you play for, but what's your favourite kit?
My favourite kit.
Yeah, it's the big talking point.
Yeah,
Everyone wants to do.
I like my kit, the Lions. I do like the simplicity of it and the design, but I think the Warriors have a nice kit. The different shades of blue.
Big fan of the royal blue.
Yeah.
Fair play. I'm not currently associated to any team, so I'm allowed to enjoy all of them. Yeah.
Of course. Oh, bold on the other court.
Yeah, Brazier. I find myself doing that a lot, don't worry. I keep commentating on both courts when there's gaps between them.
Hurricane's got quite an underrated kit.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Nat just throwing in that he likes the Hurricanes kit.
After playing against them as well.
My favourite...
Nice. They're like lightning strikes.
Yeah, my favourite thing about the Hurricanes kit is the Hurricanes logo that's on the backside that is on for nobody else and has clearly been put on because they're a windy bunch. I just think it's funny that they've added that on just for them. No one else has got that logo on anywhere, but... Shot by Fletch. In comes Ollie then.
Bit too
full, yeah. And a big dive from big man Blake again.
Chance, but I think the man was always going to get in.
It's not easy to take chances when people are hitting the ball hard, late, creating those powerful up downs, down upside.
Oh, good length. Very
Yeah,
good
much
ball
better.
from Ollie.
Yep. Dot ball. So 98 the score. 14 overs gone. There's 4 balls left of this over. Down and up, but Brotherhood can't get off the floor.
And there's 100 up.
Yeah, I wouldn't have fancied winning that if Brazier was there.
The batsmen have been very consistent, 32, 32, 28, and they're looking, I reckon this pair will be looking for a 25 plus.
Yeah,
Good
good
dive
divers
as well.
again. So what what we've seen so far with the Warriors is they're quite an experienced side, and they sort of know to play within their limitations. You haven't seen much of them trying to hit the back. There's not been a great deal of extravagance from the shots, but like you say, they've got 102 on the board. Every pair's been pretty good. You're hearing Mubs shouting, just one wicket, just one wicket. They'll truly believe that's all they need to change the momentum. Lovely shot. Very nice by Blake.
Right into the top of the net.
Yeah, very nice. Into the springs, as the Aussies would say.
Yeah, that's where you aim to hit it as a batsman.
When you go to play an outdoor cricket, do you have to make a large change at all to adapt, or do you feel that the
I think
down up kind of has a
yeah.
place in outdoor cricket?
For me, playing down up has made my batting outdoor become a bit of a disadvantage, because I found that when I try to play the cut shot especially, I'm playing it right into the ground, and therefore I'm not really timing it or middling it.
So there's a little bit of adaptation required for you. Interesting. We have quite strong debates about this quite a lot, and the way I see it is that playing a down up, if you play a down up, it goes down into the ground and doesn't go far as well. If it doesn't go across the pitch as well, you'll not hit the ball very far anywhere, and it won't go into the side net here. I find if you play a down up and it goes into the side net and you play that outdoors, you'll tend to find it's not going to be a big boundary. You're not going to nail it to the cover boundary, but you'll hit a gap. You'll not get out caught. I find being able to play late adds to the game. I think what people get obsessed with indoor is playing a bit too late and end up hitting the ball just vertically down. I'd like to see just a late contact point. I think that's a little bit too late.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an actual outdoor. I don't think that'd go anywhere. But the shot we saw from Blake that went right perfectly into the springs, I think you'd find that would be a good outdoor shot as well.
Do you think, Kieran, in this innings the bowlers have bowled badly, or do you think the batsmen have just been very good? Because 110 with an over left is a very good score.
It's more on the fielders here than it is on the bowlers. I think the bowlers have created some chances. I don't think we've seen many chances taken. What I would say is the batsmen have played perfectly to a game plan. They've executed it very well, and you've got to give them credit for that. Yeah. I don't think the bowlers have been that below par. They've probably been par. And then the fielding has probably been a little bit less than par. There's been quite a few misfields and a few opportunities to take a wicket that haven't happened. Nat's dying to get back on this commentary, isn't he?
You know what?
Does he reckon he's getting a gig with the BBC?
I reckon he'd do a decent job for it. I'll give him back. Cheers, Kieran. I'll give it back to Nat.
You wanted it back. He's been itching for it back.
I've been dying for it, actually. I've been dying for it.
So there's an over left. How do you see this innings having gone?
I think it's just strong pair after strong pair, really. I think the Warriors' forte is their batting. I think starting off strong with sort of getting your Captain Anish, sort of setting an example, getting a nice big 32 on the board, and then following it up with good, strong scores.
I agree. I think they've played really well to their game plan.
I feel like it also shows everyone around the centre today, especially under 17s, that you don't need to be hitting back nets every ball to be getting these big scores. I mean, I think there's been one or two in this innings that's about it. Everything else has been either a 2 or a 3.
It's about playing the ball on its merit to me. You know, in outdoor cricket, we'd say that all the time. We'd say, play the ball on its merit, do this on its merit, do this on its merit.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And then when we come to indoor and we go, no, every ball must be down and up. Well, actually, no, if it's a half volley, it needs putting away. There's just certain areas that are just less useful for scoring, aren't there? There's a bit of a delay here. I'm just wondering what's happened. Brotherhood, I think, is injured, or Brother-Hood.
That'll be a big blow for them if he can't carry on.
I think he's come off. Yeah, I think there's a bit of blood.
Not only a commentary team, also a first aid team as well.
Yeah, we're doing all sorts here.
We should invoice them after this, to be fair.
I think Ollie will be invoicing them first. He's about 5 jobs today. So just on the other court, Fletch plays into the leg side.
Finley Moore.
Lego man.
Doesn't bend his legs, but...
He's doing all right though. He's been playing really well recently. I'm really pleased for him. He's put a lot of work in, practices a lot, and he's getting the rewards.
I would put him into the badger category.
Oh, he's in there, is he?
It's a badger nomination, yeah. Seems to be down here every single day of his life.
Yeah.
Whether it be umpiring, playing, or...
Practices before he umpires, isn't he? So.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, but so Brotherhood on, he's had a little bit of a clean up over a scabbed up arm.
He's not one to back away from a challenge, though, is he? I'm sure he can carry on.
He's a fiery ginger.
Match of the day, isn't he, Nick?
Yeah, he's just getting a bit of feedback from Akil about Nat wanting to be on Match of the Day. It's really nice from Shaf again, just dead calm, and he takes the 2.
It's the age, mate.
So 5 balls to go. Do you reckon they'll Just play it out, or
Well, definitely, they're not looking like they wanted to play defence. A big mistake here. If they can't, no.
mix
Just
up.
a bit of a wide throw there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I don't think the bowling's been particularly below par. I just think the fielding haven't really taken any chances.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Warriors will be upset if they don't take that many.
yeah, it's very tough for Aaron there at top to try and get all the
Shot.
way down.
Shaft's been very, very good here.
He can dunk a Yorker shaft.
Yeah.
There. Any?
Difficult skill. I wish I had that in the locker.
No, definitely.
Not a good contact, but
Ooh.
again, chance not taken. Wide with the throw from Ball the Hood.
I think they just need a really good team talk after this over. Very good dunk after.
No ball as well. It's a big mistake at this point. Warriors will be over the moon with the score. 1-2-3 with 2 balls to go.
It's got to be up there for one of the highest scores in the National League.
Yep. I think so. Super League, certainly. I think that's well stopped to stop a hit in the net, but still the 1-2-4 the score, 1 to play. And again, the dive gets him in.
Just shows from this Warrior team that although they've already got 124 on the board, they still want every run available.
Yeah, every run counts, doesn't it? With as many games that go tight as what happened indoor, you can't rest on your laurels.
I think, I believe here for the Lions to come out with a few points, I think they just need to be targeting their skins, not worrying about the final score. Just be going for every point possible. But the Warriors aren't going to let any run get away from them easily.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how they go about it. They've obviously got some good fielders. Lee is a good all-round fielder. Mitch Bradley's a good keeper. Shaft is good in the front court. Blake is good in the front court. Anish is usually pretty good on the line. Mikey's pretty good on the line. I'm not seeing too much of Akbar play. And Dan Green, we spoke about in the previous game, is a good receiver. So it'll be interesting to see how they go.
It's also interesting to see that the Warriors are the only team with a coach.
No,
this
Dave's
time
here
with
as well.
Shark. Oh, it's Dave.
The Vipers, yeah.
Oh, is he?
You're all right. There's only 2 teams here with a coach. The Vipers have got Dave here, and then Sharky here with the Warriors. Unfortunately, the 2 couldn't make it today, and I think that makes a big difference when you're expecting to have a coach there.
Definitely.
And he's not. Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to get going.
He just gives them their sort of a different perspective.
That's a seed from Jamie.
And on the other court, the Hurricanes have opened up their bowling with a massive wicket, with an absolute jaffer of a ball to the top of middle and off.
Yeah, Jaden cleaned up with it, swinging back in there.
I think if
Can he follow it up? Just while we wait on this game, we'll commentate on the other one. Slow twitch Sachin getting really excited. He's tried it again.
oh, nice up and down there. He's played that off quite late. I think it's gone into the just for the one there. Gone into the corner first.
And there it is again.
Tommy Clark, he doesn't normally let any of them go away. He's normally a very
I would say, judging by the way he's played that, it must have swung quite a lot.
definitely. Yeah, he went to go nib that down into sort of the bottom of the leg side court, but he's swung, must have hit off stump more or less. Yeah.
So we've got Mubs, very experienced, opening up with Roy, who's an under-21 player. Nice to see a bit of balance there. Mubs will want to take the lead, I'd imagine. It looks like it's going to be Akbar to open the bowling. I've not seen him bowl before, so I'm excited to see how he goes on.
Just Lee there trying to re-grip his bat for him. Is he a Warpath ambassador?
Roy, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it's Should be left arm round.
Oh,
Starts with the leg side. So he's a left arm bowler. He has got Stooks on his back, but he's not quite Stooks. And a second leg side wide. It's hard to control the swinging ball, isn't it? Especially these new balls. With junior cricket, how much have you played with brand new balls?
Especially indoor, it's not very often that you do get new balls. So you are sort of spending the first few balls just trying to adjust, trying to figure out where to pitch the ball, sort of adjusting your hand position as well to accompany for the swing that you don't normally get. But I feel no, especially to come into this Super League and have brand new balls, just shows how far indoor cricket's come along.
We do try and have so we have new balls across men's national games, women's national games, and obviously when you play centre cricket you'll get one, but obviously for costings they get reused a little bit.
Shot there, going down into the corner.
Yeah, Roy's gone down and up over the offline fielder, and he gets the 4. Big start for the Hurricanes, -9.
Lee just seems to be sitting back a step or two off the line, not sort of pushing that attack and into the front court there.
Yeah, it's something we spoke about with the kids game earlier. We'd like to have seen a bit more energy to get past the line, and I think you've spotted that really nicely there now. He's not really getting into the front court too much, which is unusual for Lee because he's usually a very energetic fielder.
It's quite springy in his step. Yeah, that's something I was saying to the Vipers after the last game. It's just about that burst of energy you need, sort of, especially when on the line you feel like all you've got to do is stand there and wait for the ball to come to you, when actually you getting towards that ball, taking those fractions of a second off, just gives you those chances that you might not get.
Yeah, so Mikey Gallier here, he's created a chance first up, he's gone forward, he's got it straight. It's a nice drive by Muggs, but it's gone straight to Dan at the receiver. He's taken the bails off and then tried to get the run out at the other end as well. I'd like to see a double play rule in indoor, I must admit.
Oh, a double wicket play?
Like a double play, you know, like
that'd be very
baseball.
nice.
You can double play somebody, get both of them out. Only with run outs, I don't think you should be able to be caught and then run out. But
yeah.
I just think it'd be interesting maybe for like All-Stars or something to play.
Especially, I mean...
Just throw it in there and cause a bit of chaos.
Yeah, just see if anyone watches this stream back and sort of agrees with you.
Yeah, hopefully the WICF are watching and change the entire rules of indoor, just on my opinion.
Yeah. Because I mean, you are the Badger of indoor cricket here. Yeah, you know everything
I've gone
there is.
Badger, I'm now the Nose. That's nice and late.
Nice.
Goes over the line fielder. Not the tallest of men is Lee, so just nips over him.
Yeah, they are struggling to find the side nets here. It's sort of going up and down for ones, but anything to keep the scoreboard ticking
Same
along.
again.
There you go, another one.
Oh, out with a hit.
Oh.
Don't want to call it. Get off the fence now. Get off the fence.
I'm going to go with it. I think it'll be a very close call, but I believe that he wasn't the quickest off the mark. So I think if Marky got that as a clean hit, that would have been out. Yeah.
Fielder's not quite ready, so just have a bit of a false start.
Anish there has moved into front court.
Yeah,
going into the main.
He hates fielding as a float fielder, but because he practices more than anybody else in the world, other than Australians, he ends up having to field front court for some teams, and then obviously fielding line is his preferred position. But he ends up as a float fielder quite a lot.
Yeah, very good coach from New Zealand.
Yeah, he doesn't like it, but he ends up doing it quite a bit. How was he as a coach?
No, he's very good, very quick to react, and he's good to sort of control the lads and make sure they're not getting too sort of intense or irate, which, I mean, especially in big decisions.
He's very level-headed, isn't he?
Yeah, when you need those players to sort of make those big plays, it's very good to sort them out and just sort of keep them calm and collected so they can make those plays if needed.
Yeah, it's nice to see. When you have a coaching team, it's nice to have a balance of personalities, energy from some, and a calm head from others.
Yeah, he is coming back offline
He wants
now.
to be on the line, isn't he?
Yeah. Squeezing into that front court. Trying to actually, anything that sort of goes over main off the net, he's shown a perfect example of what a line fielder should be and
Yes.
attacking that ball, trying to get that ball, because as soon as that ball goes over the main fielder, he's lost it in the lights and on the net.
Would you like a cheeky little nosy fact?
Oh, go on then.
A little badgery fact. There's quite a lot of places where it's called a sweeper rather than a line fielder. Do you know, it's the sweeper.
Sweeper? Is that down under, or is that?
Yeah, yeah. Heard it on the stream when I was badgering one day.
Bit nice mix up here. Should be a run out. Yes, it is.
Comfortable
Yeah.
run out. Couldn't quite see what happened there as big boss man Duncan was in front of my view.
He just bowled it.
He's
a
just
little bit
realised.
wide, missed the ball. Non-striker batsman's Roy. He's just sort of belted down trying to get that single, and obviously been a bit of a mix-up in the call-in, and couldn't get there in the end. Lovely shot there.
Yeah. Five. Down and up 5. Not often you see a down and up 5.
Thought that came off the side, no? They have come out all guns blazing, this team, getting
That's a beautiful shot.
22 now.
We all love the down and up on the leg
Yeah.
side. And, Lubbs has played that really nicely there.
Oh, only given 2.
Was it? Well, World Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft is probably correct. We've found that all through the day. We keep checking his decisions, and he just keeps getting them right.
Oh, that's
Well
2.
bowled.
Yeah, that's a perfect example you were saying about playing it too late there, where it just goes nowhere apart from down the
Got
court.
the trajectory wrong of the shot, hasn't he? Well,
Needs to
good
get
over
his
from Mitch.
protractor out.
Do love a bit of biomechanics.
So you're not coaching any teams in then for the Super League?
No, we
You?
decided that for the junior one it would be better if I stayed neutral. I obviously picked all the sides, so it then didn't seem fair if I then ran one of them, having picked it. Just wanted to keep an air of neutrality about it.
He picked in the sides.
Just a quick mention on the other court, the Hurricanes have come out all guns blazing after only scoring 59 with the bat and limiting Vipers to just 8 off the first 4.5 overs there. Yeah, it just shows that you don't need to have a big score to be able to defend it. You just need to have the right intensity, and they seem to be doing quite a lot with the ball, and they're taking the chances in the field there. But slowly but surely are building their partnership back with Clark and Short there, getting 10 off the first 4.
So it's Blake comes into bowl and leg side, and the ball hadn't even gone past Roy, and he was signalling for the re-bowl there. I think he wanted that one.
Sometimes as a batsman, you just sort of know. So why? I mean, especially in indoor, anything down leg side, just sort of half the crease length on the leg side there, and again he signals for a wide to be
And
re-bowled.
another. They've really let their foot off the gas here a little bit, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. There's a chance. Well, I mean, 6 off 5 here for them to be getting.
It's nice from Shaft, just to get in the way a little bit. Good hands from Mikey and Dan Green.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the skins now seems very doable. We're getting 6 off 4.
Yeah, 6 off 4, a couple of 2s, and you'll be in the reckoning. It's a nice bit of noise coming from both courts here. A good atmosphere. Hope the 17s are watching.
Yeah, I was just saying how the Hurricanes have come out very intense and trying to pick up that. Trying to pick up their intensity after only getting 59 on the court, and they end up getting the first skin of 12 with the Vipers only managing to get 8 there. So
It's a good start.
they are taking their chances, but on this court it's third ball, so score must change whether it's a wide, the ball's hit and ran, or it's a wicket.
Blake comes in. It's a good shot.
Oh,
it's a really good
beautiful.
shot. Is it 2? Just one score.
Believe
It's a
that
really
came
good
off
bit
the
of
net.
fielding then, and a very nice shot. I've played one in my life, down leg side. It was off a full toss, and I absolutely murdered it. And then I thought I could bat, and I
Is
got
it?
cleaned up not long after.
Oh,
No, I don't get out ball very much. Probably got run out.
it's the sort of the shot and indoor. It's the one where you
Everyone loves it, don't they?
yeah, it's the one where you're most likely to get ran out because you're just sort of admiring it rather than running for your life.
Yeah. So this skin going to the last ball. Blake's bowled quite a few extras.
That
There's
was
2 left.
just a wide there, but I don't know if they've
Yeah, they have
accepted the wide or not.
Matt's woke up my Matt's just explained there's 2 left. The board's showing 1, but it is 2.
Oh,
Good dot. So this will be the final ball, provided it's not a wide or a no ball. There's 1 left. The board just didn't update for some reason.
yeah. Got a small child in the way of play here. Not being able to see the crease.
No, it's not Alex Ward. That was so funny, it even interrupted the play. Final ball here.
So here he'll be trying to just bowl a Yorker, try and make sure that nothing's gets on the back foot. And he's gone. That's a massive
got
shot.
7.
And that's 7. That secures the skin there. 37 off the first 4 for the Lions.
I've got to admit, that's a ballsy choice. So
That is.
run down the wicket and go for the 7.
And Nels
Nels
copied
following
that.
suit, yeah.
I copied that.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I think Nels said there. Against Nil as well, he was one of our stronger bowlers. So we've got Attar and Brotherhood in here, another experienced pair. They'll be hoping for a nice solid partnership here to really set the game up.
Yeah, just hoping to be playing every ball by ball, making sure that they're not locking too far ahead and things don't get away from them. So just sort of controlling the tempo, making sure they don't get any wickets or anything like that.
What would you say is the reason we've had such a high score in 5 pairs so far? You know, it's not like outdoor cricket where the pitch can flatten on day 2 and end up as an easier track. The ball is new, obviously. What do you think's the?
I just think it's especially. I think the ball plays a big part because there's a noticeable difference in how much bounce you are getting on the ball now. So anything that's sort of not Yorker length can be dunked and is being dunked and it's shown.
Oh, that's a big wicket. That's a big wicket. Tom's just overcommitted on the backing up, and obviously he's not the best athlete for turning and getting back, so he won't mind me saying that.
Must be the beard.
He's not happy.
Must be the beard.
Turning circle of the Titanic.
Yeah. But I think it's also, along with having such high scores, I think it's just the more sort of how professional indoor cricket is becoming. Obviously, with this now becoming a streamed Super League and having, you know, kit sponsors along with it, it just goes to show how much professional, how much the game's progressing.
So part of it being that people are just playing to a game plan a bit more and being a bit more serious.
Definitely,
Got an interesting field setting here. I'm just curious for your opinion on the current field setting in the front court. What do you think? So we've got 3 fielders on the offside, no one on the leg side.
Well, as long as Lee, oh no, not Lee, sorry, as long as Dan bowls to his field, he's doing very well. I mean,
nice by Anish, but not a run out.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's bowling very much on the offside here, I feel like the batsman's trying to push the ball down into the leg because there's easy runs there, but forcing that will cause a leading edge. Going back to the 2 on the off now.
Yeah, so Shaf returning to a more traditional fielding position.
Lovely shot.
Oh, a chance for Lee. Brotherhood needed to get his skates on there.
Centre, on a side note, the centre's feeling very hot today. It's getting quite unbearable when when you are batting and bowling straight away.
Are you a bit warm here now?
I'm absolutely, I'm
Did
sweating.
we get your stump sorted for you or not?
They did. They were a lot
sort
better
that
in
out
that
for
next
you.
game, yeah.
So what you want me now to do is to get the heating turned off. So you're
done
not,
heating hands. I'm about melting, mate.
if you're having a hot flush now, you can come off for a little bit. Louis will come back on, and you can go and splash a bit of cold water on you.
Yeah. I think we're just acclimatising to the
getting used to it.
Australian notes.
That's what it is, yeah.
Oh, I've got a badgery fact for you now.
Go on.
Those first 2 indoor cricket nets have been put up in Texas.
Yeah, we
There's been
discussed
two-
it earlier a little bit. It's
2 nets been put up
interesting,
in
isn't it?
America, yeah.
I heard a cheeky little rumour that the next World Cup will be there. There's going to be a World Cup there.
Trying to follow alongside the Rugby World Cup going to Japan for the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time, trying to grow the game.
I reckon I'd fancy a bit of Texas for a World Cup.
It'd be art. Be very
Yeah, I bet
art.
it'd be warm. Oh, it's nice, but it's a touch too late. Anish with the chance with the flick, but he can't hit.
Top fielder there, just very confused as to why the bail light came on, but the bail didn't come off.
Yeah, I must admit, as much as I love them, they're not quite the same as the ones that you buy
in
for
the seats.
for Big Bash or whatever.
Yeah, the
professional
CPL,
cricket.
yeah.
It's a little bit different, isn't it?
Still different to the plain old metal orange
much
ones
better.
that hurt whenever you touch them.
Yeah, that used to. I've recently started fielding at receiver, and it's not nice when you get the metal ones. I like it when Willows get the plastic ones out. Again, Anish can't hit. He's getting to the ball quickly, but he's just not finishing the playoff.
No. He's doing it with a smile on his face, and that's all that matters, isn't it?
Well, that's because he scored some runs.
Yeah, definitely. His face won't be like that if they didn't get this. If they didn't get that many.
That's nice one, Brotherhood, up into
lovely.
the top, into the roof.
I feel like this is where the Warriors need to be sort of really controlling the pace of the game here, making sure, because it can be quite easy for the.
Oh, he's burst through Anish's hands. He won't be happy with that.
No,
Have to make Finley throw 50 balls at him on Monday now.
yeah, so. Yeah, it can be quite easy for the tempo to shift with just a couple loose balls at the lines of hitting back net.
Yeah,
It's-
momentum's really important in indoor, isn't it? And you can see on the other court, we can see on the other court, Nell's really shifted the momentum on that court, and on this one, the Warriors have just slowed down what was happening and managed to sort of get on top. MVP walks past.
Reeve Everts, yep.
Not that he ever mentions it.
No, definitely not. Very humble, Reeve
To be
Everts.
fair, I don't think he has actually mentioned it. Never to me, anyway. I don't know what he's like with you guys, but
No.
never actually mentioned it to me.
He's one of those silent players.
Yeah, just gets about his business. Shaf comes in then,
Massive catch.
and a great catch, just driven back. Dan's rocked back because he thought he was going to have to take it. Yeah, you like them in outdoor cricket. I love them in indoor.
I'm just wondering what the Lions' mentality here is. If they're still trying to play professional, or they're just trying to swing for the back net, anything that's not full.
I would like to see them play down and up. The way I think of indoor cricket is that if most balls can go for 2, let's see how we get on. So, little task for Louis here, the Badger. How many balls are left, Louis? On the spot.
There's
So, any time today.
Side note, what did you get in your
9
GCSE
times
maths?
6 is... You went with the spot here.
I thought,
Come back in 10
I
minutes.
thought all Londoners were clever.
He's going to get the pen and paper out in a minute. Get the calculator.
He needs an
Very,
abacus.
very good run
Yes,
out there.
That's a really nice run
Good
out by the
tops.
Warriors. Louis, any update?
Give me a couple minutes.
Carry the 2.
Add on the 5. Gary Porton here showing the how professional indoor cricketers are with pint of cider during the innings.
And chance.
Very good chance.
And out. Yeah, he's not got the ball high enough, and therefore opportunity for the run out taken.
But Louis Hayward, have we come to a final score?
I believe 55 balls left.
Okay, so if they score 2 a ball, how many would you get?
You would get 110.
And would they win the game if they got that?
Indeed, they would win the game, Kieran.
How many dots could they play out?
Say that again.
How many dots could they have?
Yeah, so if they're going to score 110 from 55 and they're already on 35, and they only
Give
need
them
1, 2, 6.
145.
So How many dots could they play out?
He's getting the calculator out on his phone.
I'm being harsh here, but it's just good fun when Louis sat next to me.
19.
So they could have played 19 dot balls and still won the game, if all in twos.
And
That's how I see it.
how many balls is that in overs?
3.1.
Very well
Thank
done.
you. Good
very
maths,
well
mate.
done.
Good maths. We won't hammer you anymore.
No, please keep firing them. I will hit back.
So what we're trying to get at here is there's a lot of time left in the game, and twos, just to keep your team in the game, will eventually lead you to be in a better position towards the end of the game. I would
Definitely.
expect for the batting team here to rebuild. I would be over the moon here as a coach with 6 twos. Let's see what they go with.
Yeah, I feel like mainly necessarily not looking at the final score, just trying to look at the skins individually. Just maybe try and. I mean, the Warriors might come away with the win, but just having news here that someone's dislocated their finger.
Dan, I think.
Dan, right. Could try
Just
and
need putting back in and taping up.
just try and get a.
Nita walks past, happy as anything as always.
When is she not? Just goes to show the sort of family that indoor cricket is, with stoppage in play, but Tom Brotherhood joining in with the Warriors huddle and laughing away with them.
Trying to disrupt their play. It sounds very much like Tom, that does.
Yeah.
Wicket on the final ball of the last pair for the second pair for the Vipers. They are on 26, was that?
Yeah, and they need 60 for the win, sorry. They've picked up the second skin there. Finley Moore
We
coming
get
into
Louis
bat.
back on the maths. How many do they need to win on the other court, Louis?
34 to win.
Well
Sure.
done, Louis. Well done.
So Akbar comes in. It's a
very
nice
good
bit of
top
fielding,
down there by
but it's ended up
Mikey.
hitting the net anyway.
Oh, lovely little behind the back flick there.
Do you like that from Blake?
I did that. Yeah, I did.
It didn't hit the target though.
Yeah, but it's just sort of them subtle movements done very,
Just like that.
very calmly that make them look like such a big player.
Fair play.
We'll get on the maths of Louis. Louis, how much was needed to win this game? As he has got a mouthful of a Subway cookie. He's not even offered to me.
Other cookies are available.
86.
86, yeah. We're not sponsored by Subway
Akbar
anymore.
in. Although, another noisy little fact for you, New
God.
Zealand, there was a team I saw on a picture that were sponsored by Subway.
Well,
I'm pretty sure they sponsored either a tournament or something. I was going to get in touch with them and see if they wanted to do it here, but
well, I mean, half of the junior teams do go to Subway around the corner during games.
or Pepe's, I'm hearing. It's a nice shot from TB. It's hit the
very nice.
corner net, so it's only going to be 1. So 5 with 1 ball to go of this pair. Again, a 2 would be happy with, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a bit more risk taken.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this now, they can't win off just hitting 2s because that'll only bring them to about in the 20s, 21. So just the 1 scored there, finishing the score on 6.
So they've got to up it a little bit here. Tom struggled a little bit there with the bat, -1, and Attar 7 with the bat.
Coming in now is probably the, would you say the biggest difference in age in this tournament?
Well, I wouldn't like to guess, but I would assume so. Yeah, Gary Polton, Masters player, and Aaron, who's under 17 player.
Due to Aaron's youth, of course, nothing to do with
Yeah,
Gary's
we're not saying
age.
anything about Gary here. Just
No.
Aaron's what, 14, 15?
Yeah. And I believe he's taken the strike as well there.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. He's confident when it comes to his batting.
Yeah, that's just.
So a nice opportunity here for Aaron to face his coach, Anish. Down and up leg
lovely
side,
little
very
dunk
nice.
there.
I'd make sure I let Anish know that was a good shot.
Engineered by you in the lead up to the Under-13s World Cup.
Anish holding it cross seam here, which is interesting.
Charles pitches it up, trying to get that seam to pop, or just not swing so it stays on target.
Yeah, if it hits the seam, it tends to bounce a little more. If it hits the well, you'd say leather outdoor, but I'm not entirely sure it is leather. Whatever it is, on the Burley Seacombe ball. If it hits the yellow, it's going to pop up. Skid along. Gary gets the down and up 2 out of the way.
Yeah. Just goes to show that different generations of cricketers, but still playing the same orthodox techniques.
Yeah, I often find the older players are better at down and ups. They don't want to run fast, so they like to hang it up in the air.
Yeah. They're not one of those.
That's a beautiful shot again.
Amazing. That was about Yorker length.
Yeah, just really nicely played.
A bit full of a Yorker, but
really
very
nicely
nice.
played. I hope his dad watches this back later and enjoys that. He's currently on the other court just working with his Vipers players, but pretty sure if DB watches that later, he'll have a wry little smile to himself.
Definitely.
I think Mitch has got it in his mind. He might be able to catch Aaron out here with the throws. That's 2 in a row now. Aaron's slightly overcommitted and had to rush back.
Yeah, I think it's just not trying to make up for it there. Oh, he's snarked that down into the corner, run out opportunity and
given.
Taken.
Yeah, really nice fielding by Mike Gillier. Sorry, not Matt. The bigger Gillier.
Yeah.
He's very calmly caused the run out there.
Picking his fielder there, I'd say.
Yeah, what's happened there? A little bit of contact.
Is the run out?
Not sure if he's given it, has he? Has he changed his decision?
I don't think the ball was in Dan's hand when he gave it.
Yeah, I'm not overly sure what happened there.
So 8 off the first over.
It's a good start though for Aaron and Gary. They're going to have a challenge here with Blake. Nice away swing.
Yeah, just noticed Dan is back on the pitch after dislocating his finger. So it's good to see. No tape or anything, so he's braving it out.
Yeah, he's...
Although he is holding it a bit.
He'll obviously try and protect it, I'd imagine.
I don't think tops is the...
that is a really, really nice bit of fielding. Mikey there at main, he's dived to his left, he's taken the ball in the diving motion and he's managed to feed the ball beautifully back for Mitch, and Mitch has finished it off.
Bit of lack of communication between the two there, but I mean, even if they were committed, that would have been a very, very tough run to make. Definitely
out. Yeah. The problem with not getting the ball down and up is it makes it very difficult to be able to score. You have to be prepared to face lots of dots. If you're not going to get the ball into the roof, then you are going to face lots of dots. It's interesting here. We've got Dan just getting a bit more tape off his brother. Barriers between teams not withheld. The Lions player helping out the Warrior.
Let's just. It's good to see, especially in the mindset now that.
Well bowled, away swing.
Very nice.
Nibbled away.
Very nice.
Aaron playing the wrong line on that occasion, but pretty sure he'll learn from that and get the next one down and up.
Yeah, one thing that I do have to sort of mention is the fact that these young players now, like sort of Aaron Brown, Tom Kent-Smith, Reeve Everts.
Talking like you're actually quite old here, Nat, but
yeah, being at the old age of 16, it goes to show how much of a cricketing mindset they get towards when they don't panic on the ball, and along with if they lose a couple quick wickets in the over, it's the fact that they're not sort of rushing, trying to hit back net to try and get the score back to where it was. They're just sort of taking their time, getting their twos in, and letting it build up slowly.
Hitting a gap there on third ball. Sorry, just getting distracted by a rogue badger.
Yeah, he's
so
very small and the fence is very high.
2 balls coming. In comes Blake.
Lack of footwork there.
Yeah. One thing we try and get the kids to do is to move outside off stump, be able to play with a straight bat when the ball's outside off, and in fact makes it a bit easier to play straight, but no feet that time from Gary. Blake comes in again and again, and I reckon I think Mitch liked that. Good tidy glove work from Mitch Bradley there.
Very nice. He doesn't seem to be dropping any or missing
No, he's pretty useful, isn't he? That's the best runner, best stumping I've ever seen in indoor. It's a video. I have to find it for you.
Oh, go on.
See if I can get it.
I'll just carry on. On the other court, Finley Moore and partner, have clawed this back. They're on 19 at the minute going into the last over. Hurricanes got 22 on that skin. So needing 15 to win total as a total, but only needing 3 for the skin. So very good to see young and old batting together. Very lovely shot for 4.
Anish, quick comment. Nope, not happy.
No, he's not. He's not going to like that. I expect
Smash for 4 by a 14-year-old.
I do expect Anish to be pulling one up quite short for
Yeah, he's not quick
Aaron
enough.
on his next one.
Yeah, Blake's just telling him he's got to hit Aaron in the hip, but
Yeah, Aaron's got a nice smile going on there as he's waiting for the next delivery.
I'm not surprised.
Although he is playing National League, very nice. Another 4 there. Anish is not liking this at all.
He's not hitting his length here at all, is he?
No. Sort of smiling through his teeth here.
He did really well in the Sri Lanka series as a bowler, did Anish, which is a little bit of a surprise to some of us, but obviously we see him more as a batter, but he has got he's very wily, isn't he, as a bowler? Doesn't even use the full run-up. Which is a bit unusual for a seam bowler.
I think he's just looking to get a little bit of swing, get the areas, and just sort of make it unplayable rather than beat them with pace or things like that. Lovely shot.
But it's hit, just caught the back net and therefore can be caught. Sorry, just caught the side net and therefore can be caught.
Just a little bit straighter, that would have been a good 7 there. Kieran's just showing me this video
If
here.
it loads, just a bit of badgering going on here. It's a video of Mitch getting an amazing stumping from a few years back.
At Willows.
Yeah, it is at
to
Willows.
mention as well, yeah.
Internet's not great here, so not got a Wi-Fi.
Lovely Yorker there, and Aaron sort of finishing off that over. Aaron's on 7, with Gary on 3 to make the total score 10. Going into their last over.
There you go.
Slowed in. Oh my God.
That's useful, isn't it?
So just for those that didn't see,
On Sean Onger's Facebook page it is, if you ever want to find it.
Goes very wide to the left in diving range, caught the ball, managed to transfer the ball and his whole body weight and hit the stumps
Yeah, it's useful.
with scenes from the rest
My
of the
favourite
team
bit
there.
is that he celebrates in the guy's face afterwards as well, if you watch carefully. Watch. Gets up and then points it in his face. Cheeky.
Nice.
Yeah, nice and solid cricket there from Gaz Poulton.
So this pair here, I believe they're just trying to set it up for the rest of the game, try and make sure they get a good skin for the others. Aaron there trying to go for the big swing, just sort of losing his head a little bit there. When even 20-22 is still a good score to finish on for this over. Just hoping to get probably another point from this next skin, although it is a big ask. Just a nice little dab into the offside. Just misfield there by Anish in the corner, I believe. Lovely shot there by Gary.
Yeah, very
Puts it
powerful.
through. Puts it through line fielders for 5, sorry. Saying didn't catch it there. But yeah, brings our score up to 20. So needed 9 off 8. 9 off 2, sorry. Make that 9 off 1. Yeah, slight chance of getting the skin there, if that last, getting that 5 there, but just getting a dot ball there by Aaron sort of made that obviously impossible if there's no wide.
Good shot
Lovely
by
shot
Aaron.
there by Aaron, hanging it up into the springs of the net.
Yeah, it's a pretty good pair.
Both
Walking
finishing
away
on 11.
22.
see what these two can do here, Ollie Green and Nav Patel.
Yeah, so 2 lads in the England squad for the Australia tour and the extended squad at the moment. Obviously got to play well in Super League and train well and get themselves on the plane, but let's see what they can do in this final few overs of this pair. So Mitch Bradley coming on, the keeper, both big in swingers. Needs to work on his body language for me. He always looks a bit head down, me.
Just Louis Hayward mentioning on the seaming of my trousers here. Yep, that's how today's going.
So Mitch comes in, and it's a noble height. I thought it was a leg side. I can't actually see it at the minute, to be fair. There's too many people stood in the way, but... So Mitch comes in again.
Another
And a
wide
wide.
ball.
He's just not controlling the swing at this point.
Just dabs that down into the corner. I think it's 2
Down
there.
and up, but gave Sheff a chance, didn't he?
Definitely, yeah. Especially sort of playing at Super League level. If it's not in the corner of the net, you are going to be having some.
I
Get
think
your
the Lions
skates on.
would take winning the skin here, you know. I think they'd happily walk away with 2 points on this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was after the first skin, there was definitely a chance of them getting it, but I think the Warriors brought that intensity back in the second skin to sort of push them away from it and end up winning.
So Mitch comes in again. Catch is the cry, and it is. It's out.
By Mikey Galea in the corner by the looks of it.
Bottom edge, I think, and then onto the back net and caught. The Warriors have really been in control for most of this game, haven't they? They've picked up wickets when they needed to.
Yeah, they know when to sort of switch it on and bring it into that next gear, just to make sure that they're not. Nice little dab there by
Nice
Ollie.
shot and a bit of confusion, but Dan can't get Ollie out on that occasion.
Very unorthodox running Ollie's got. He likes to run with his toes pointing out, almost like a duck.
What do you think? That's a
Yeah.
big call. I might have to mention next time you're playing on the stream and have him commentate, see if what he says back.
The
Like a reply from
the Vipers
Ollie.
are playing on here in the last game.
Are they?
We are, yeah.
What is the next game? Do you know who you're playing?
We are playing against the Warriors.
On here, are you?
Against Ollie Jasper, just sitting behind me here.
Is that all your games been on here today? 2 games. Well. All right. So in comes Dan Green, bowling to his brother. He gets it down and up 1 and given
Not
out by
given.
World Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft. He's going to have to do another shot for hearing his name said it like that.
Lovely
big.
shot there.
That is big.
7 given there by World Cup
Yeah,
umpire.
that's got to be 7.
Yeah.
The way that's been struck so clean. Nav not messing about.
No, he's
Bowling wheels and smashing it.
wanting to pick up this skin here. Let's see what Ollie can do in return. Nice,
Nice
little
shot,
dab
but
there. Beautiful
really
save
well
on the
fielded,
line.
yeah.
Saving definitely a 4 there as Lee was backing up there.
Dot ball. Fantastic bit of banter from the young lads. I'd like to see that posted to the Facebook page, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that has come out on a birthday or 2. Very good fielding there by
Blake
Schaff.
and Schaff are a really good little pair in there.
Definitely, yeah.
In comes Dan again to Nav. Can't follow up the 7.
Bit of
Miss
confusion.
up.
Should be a wicket.
And it is going to be a wicket. Ollie didn't think he was going to be running.
Yeah, Ollie
So
Green.
Dan has technically just got Ollie out.
Yeah. There you go. Ollie finished on the over on -1.
Bragging rights for the family.
Wonder who'd be getting in the beers in tonight. On the other court, looking like a controlled tempo that the Vipers might have took the win here with 71 in the last over, and just ran a 2 actually. Being very
That's
cheeky
disgusting, isn't it, in indoor
Being
cricket?
very
Running
cheeky.
2s is disgusting.
there. Well, if they're not switched on, the ball's always live. If bowlers can mankad, then surely.
Yeah,
why
no, there's
why
nothing
aren't
wrong with it.
batsmen
I
allowed
just
to
think
run 2?
it's just disgusting the amount of energy you're expending to get
Oh,
an extra
definitely,
run.
yeah. As a big man, I do agree on that. Louis Hayward, bit of maths here for you.
Leave him alone.
What is the run rate required for the Lions to win?
Don't even ask me. I don't know. I don't know.
Large is the answer.
Yeah, more than a
Oh,
massive
that's big.
shot there. Go
That'll
for
help.
7.
A few more of them and it might come down.
Hopefully. Let's see if Ollie can reply here. With
No,
just
they've done
under
well with the
half
batting.
their skin needed. Oh, bit of a mix-up. Should be a wicket and is not given.
Out. No, not out for me.
Shaft
Not
is-
out for me anyway. So he's accidentally made the right decision as a World Cup umpire,
Yeah.
Matt Weekoff there.
Shaf is very disagrees.
Yeah,
I think the word
he was
is.
demanding a wicket, wasn't he?
Let's see if he can reply with something. Oh, pitches one up a bit.
Well,
Ollie
there it is.
comes-
There is the wicket.
Ollie Green comes down and it's an easy grabbings for the keeper.
Yeah, he's yorked himself. Unfortunately for Ollie.
I think the skin is still doable here. I mean, mathematically, yes,
It
but
would require some rather large shots to come.
two balls to come this over. Let's see if Ollie can get off strike here.
Nice
Lovely
shot.
down and up there.
Chance
Mon-
for Mikey. Not out, but chance.
That's another thing I seem to have picked up on here in the men's league. Every single run you're having to work for. There's no easy pickings here.
Yeah, definitely.
Lovely
Well,
little
that is
shot
probably
there.
as easy as they get.
That is, yeah. It's
Hang
right
it up
into
in the roof
corner.
and then jog through.
End the over there. Pair finish on 15, needing about another 20 runs to win the skin off the last over. Do you think they can?
I would back the Warriors at this stage.
I'd be very pessimistic here.
It's not pessimism, it's realism.
You a glass half empty kind of guy then, Kieran?
No, I'd measure how much is in it.
Oh, okay.
It's a good wicket there.
Oh,
Lovely bit of fielding.
I will have to agree on you on this after just losing another wicket.
It turns out I was right a ball before. So there's 5 balls left. This game. Ollie and Nav not really going to be able to go for the skin here.
Just
So
batting
Ollie
out there,
plays sensibly. Down and up, but can't get it away for any runs.
Mikey Gullier finishing up the last over here.
Yeah.
Plays it a
So
bit
down to 3rd ball now. Anything other than a score here, or the score, anything other than a score changing here, and it'll be given out.
Or just
So
dabs
got
it
to
down the
run.
line and runs over it, making sure that trying to make sure no one can follow him. But Lee Evans, oh, not Lee, sorry.
Down and up from Nav.
Lovely.
Really nice. Ollie gets in with a little bit of athleticism.
couple of appeals there, but dismissed quite quickly. Louis Haywood now leaving us to get warm for his next game.
Yeah, so final
Good luck.
ball here. Mikey in, down and up from Ollie, very nice. Anish fumbles, and the game is done. So 126 for the Warriors, 80 the Lions finish up on. It was a tighter game than the scoreboard shows. So good game here, and we've got next up, who was playing? Sorry, Nat?
It is the Vipers under-17s versus Warriors under-17s. Make sure you are supporting the Vipers.
And that's at 5 o'clock. So we'll see you then. That'll be great for you to tune in. Thank you very much, Nat. It's been great.
See you later. Thank you very much.